Hi everyone, today in Integrated Math 1, we're going to go over Chapter 4, Lesson 5. Here are the objectives. Make sure you write them down in your notes. First thing we're going to be learning this week is about scatter plots. Scatter plots are when we have all these points. As you see for this one has a positive correlation. Notice it has a positive slope. Then we have negative correlation, which should resemble a negative slope. And then when we say no correlation, this is when it doesn't fit the positive correlation or the negative correlation. So this one would be no correlation because you can't really make like a perfect line that'll fit all of these cases. It's all over the place. Then we are going to be using linear function to model the data. The first step, we'll use a scatter plot and determine whether any relationship exists in the data. So when I say scatter plot, I just mean by plotting all your points. So it's going to look like something, so it's either going to look like a positive correlation, a negative correlation, or no correlation. Notice it's not like a perfect line like I said before, they're just points plotted. Then the next step we're going to do is to draw a line that seems to pass close to most of the data points. Then step 3, we're going to use the points on the line of fit to write an equation for the line. And then the last step, we're going to use the line of fit to make any predictions. Alright, so let's actually try these steps out. Example 6, the scatter plot displays the number of texts and the number of calls made daily. We want to write an equation for the line of fit. So our first step was to actually go ahead and make your scatter plot. In this case, they already gave it to us. As you can see here, we do have a correlation. Because it's going down from left to right, it would be a negative correlation. And then our next step would be to make a line of fit. Well, when I say line of fit, I'm saying let's draw a line between these points that best represents them. So I've already done this here. So here's my line of fit. The next thing I want to do is I need to go ahead and use my information that I have to find our slope-intercept equation. Well, I know my slope-intercept equation is y is equal to mx plus b. From this information, I know if I have a line, I can find the slope. Remember, the slope is equal to m, which is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So let's go ahead and find 2 points that best represent so I can find our slope. So I really like this point right here. And this one is 2, 9. And we all may choose different points, but if you choose them far enough away from each other, like I'm choosing one that's farthest away here, and my other point I'll choose is somewhere on this right-hand side of the graph, you should get a pretty accurate slope. But keep in mind that all of our slopes are going to be just a little different because we may pick different points and our line of fit may be different from someone else's. And then I'm going to say our other one is this one here. I like that one. 17.4. Alright, then we know how to do this. This is what we worked on last week. I'm going to label each one of these points x1, y1. First x, first y. Make sure the ones are together. x2, y2. Second x, second y. Now plug it into your formula. y2 is 4. 4 minus 9 divided by x2, 17 minus 2. Let's simplify this. 4 minus 9, that's negative 5. And 17 minus 2 is 15. This can be simplified, so we'll continue to simplify it. So negative 1/3. So this is our slope. This is part of our equation, but we haven't found everything yet, because in order to find the equation of the line, we still need to find b. And the way we're going to do this is by using our equation again. We have y is equal to mx plus b. Well, you have an x and a y. And it doesn't matter which one you pick. I'm going to choose this one. It's a little smaller. I'm going to replace them right here. The y1 is just going to be y this time. So that's 9. Our m, we just found it, is negative 1/3. And x is x1, so that's going to be 2 plus b. Then we're going to solve for b. I'm going to box b, because I want b by itself. I need to find out what that is. And actually, I'm going to simplify this one real quick here. I have 9, which is equal to negative 2/3 plus b. Now I'll get b by itself. In order to get b by itself on the right hand side, I need to add 2/3 to both sides. So this is now gone. b is equal to 9 2/3. And we're almost done. Now we have all of our information we need. We have y is equal to mx plus b. Y is equal to m. M stands for a slope, negative 1/3. X plus b we just found is 9 2/3. And that's it. To find an equation, all you need is your slope and your y-intercept.